Hello there guys, what is here? It's been a while, based on the fact I've had mocks for the past week, which haven't been fun. So I haven't really had much time to, put into upload any videos. I haven't had time to render many. So the rendering I have been doing are quite short and mainly for other people. A commentary takes quite a bit of time to put in, so I have to get the gameplay first. Which, depending on how good my day is going, can take anywhere from about half an hour to an hour and a half. But that flies by. Then I have to commentate it, which means watching the video back again and commentating over the top, with the time to get my headset onto my computer and everything. About 10 minutes to set up and about 20 minutes to get the commentary right. I don't need many retakes. I haven't really done any retakes. I think I've done maybe 3 in the past over all my videos. I don't really see the need to. Anyway, yeah, you probably noticed that in this video I am using a golden gun, which is sexy. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about this, but there is a glitch to get golden guns and pro perks, which I shall not reveal, because although it will probably get patched anyway, it doesn't help that people sort of spout them all over YouTube for Treyarch to find and fix. I do have a topic for this video. Again, a fairly straightforward topic, as my last few videos have been about, balances and perks, balances and weapons, and balances and kill streaks. I'm going to talk about the balances and equipment and how they can be used. And I think this was a good 7.5 minutes long, this game, 7 minutes 42. So I should have time to cover most, if not all, of the equipment. In this video I'm using the jammer, which has 3 main effects. The first is the obvious, and it jams the enemy's UAV, which is very helpful, especially if you're getting deep into enemy territory. You can just pop a jammer down and stop your teammates from being exposed sort of around the middle map, just begin to push, which is very nice. The second and probably least useful is it stops enemies being able to hear callouts from your team or their team, for example. I mean, they wouldn't need to hear it from their team, I don't think. The only time I've ever had to listen to what a character in game is saying is when they say something like reloading. You can hear it quite clearly, and that can help to point out enemies, so that can stop you and your teammates being detected. The third reason it can be used is to disable equipment, which I think is its most useful, probably even more useful than UAV, because I'm constantly getting killed by claymores. So what I like to do is the same tactic I have with the motion sensor, but I'll come back to this in a minute. What I do with the jammer is I run around. I don't think I did it in this game very much. I set it down in positions in this, so I kind of like to switch it about. So in this game I was setting it up in a certain position just so any enemies coming through there are impaired. But mainly what I like to do is put the jammer down if I'm not sure about the next room. And then I'll run into the room to clear it, and if the enemy have any claymores down, they'll be disabled by the jammer. You have to keep the jammer down at all times, so as soon as you pick it up the claymore's reactivated. So you keep it down, run with the building, clear anyone out, and make them look like fools, which is always nice. So those are the primary reasons for that. I would seriously recommend using this if you're going to pick equipment. It's probably my favourite at the moment. My second favourite, which used to be my first favourite, but I stopped using for a while because I didn't feel I really needed it, is the motion sensor, which lets out kind of a pulse, a bit like the UAV does, but in a small given area, which is incredibly useful if you need to check a room. So if you think there's an enemy hiding in the room above you, or in the room next to you, just pop a motion sensor down in the corner, wait for it to pulse a couple of times, and just see if any red dots come up. If they don't, you almost always know you're safe, because you don't come across a lot of people using Ghost Pro, which I believe counters it. But if they are using Ghost Pro, that's what they're using the perk for. As I mentioned in other videos, that's the way the game likes to roll. Another thing you'll notice, which I don't think I've said already, is that I'm using the gold MPL. Just on a side note, there is a glitch to get gold guns and perks. I don't think it's been patched yet, but it probably will be. I'm not going to reveal how to do it, because all that does is allows it to get patched, quicker, if it does sort of build up and get around YouTube. which is what happened to many of the last ones. Okay, Claymores, not really worth going into. They've been in the past games. Put them down, expect a kill if anyone comes within about 5 miles of one of them. Not literally, but yeah, very irritating. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. Claymores irritate the hell out of me in this game. I'm going to have to keep referring back to the perk thing, I think, because I mean, if somebody's using Claymores, you have to use a flak jacket in order to counter it for a one hit. I mean, you can sponge it, but that guy really pissed me off. I was on like a 28 kill streak and he knew choose me from the back there. You know, what can you do? I think I'll pick him up in a minute anyway. So yeah, I don't condone using Claymores. I mean, they can be used to effect. People tend to get a kill with them, but I think you can do a lot more with the other equipment. Especially as you only get 1 Claymore per life, even when you're using Scavenger. Yeah, I pick him off here. C4, I haven't really given a chance. C4 has always proven to be more effective than you expect it to be. You can set an area up with C4, wait for an enemy to come around the corner, and blow it remotely without them expecting. Which is, it can be incredibly useful, especially if you're in a room, you've got a UAV up and you're waiting for enemies to run through a given area. In game modes like Search and Destroy, they can prove to be pretty invaluable. I believe you only get 1 in this game. You may get 2. I mean, you can sue me if I'm wrong. But, yep. What other equipment is there? You know, I'm not sure there is any more equipment. Although, I could be completely wrong. I have a strong feeling that I've missed out on something. Have I? Jammer, motion sensor, Claymores, C4, and there was definitely one more. But I can't remember it. Whatever it is, it probably isn't worth using because I can't remember it. Oh yeah, tactical insertion, of course. The game mode that I found this most useful in is Demolition, because you can pop it just around the bomb. When somebody kills you, you just spawn there, run around and replant after you've caught them off. Demolition is always about getting around the bomb, which is what people don't seem to understand. I get a massively lucky headshot through the wall there. But yeah, so you need to set up around the bomb if you're playing Demolition, and that worked just fine. And I actually managed to cover all of the equipment. And if I missed one out, I'm going to be so bummed, but I don't think I have. I think there are only 5. So yeah, just getting back into the swing of things really. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I shall catch you in the future. Alright, bye.